And I was very honest. There's a lot of things going on. This might happen.
Here we go. We're back with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and of course, my fellow University of Miami alum. But
Oof.
Alex, great to see you, man. Yeah, exactly. But great to see you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oof. I don't know about that, Eric. Not right now. We're not. We're not that good right now.
No.
Okay. So just hold it down.
Right. It's like, yeah.
I got some dudes
We'll
coming,
talk about
Hey,
the good team
I got
here.
some guys going to Miami. They're going to be out here
Yeah.
soon. A couple of years, they're going to be back.
Stop.
We needed to play defense at the end of the season last year. Man, what a
They'll
waste,
pick it
what a
up.
waste
All
of
right.
talent, right? What a waste of talent.
I'm with you. We'll focus on the good stuff then. How you liking this camp where you've got the young talent, you've got the offseason moves bolstering the roster? It's going to cause what we like to call good problems, right? Where you got to figure out how to play everyone.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I think we talked about it towards the end of the season last year. As an organization, we needed to execute in the offseason, and they did. The front office did an amazing job. Crochet, Walker, Chapman, Wilson, we're healthy too. Whitlock is back, Slayton is back, and then on the other side of the ball, bringing Alex, it means a lot to the team. We talk about leadership, we talk about ball players, right? We talk about Boston, and bro, like it's amazing. I knew the kid, in 2017. Just watching from afar, I think he did an amazing job. Put everything behind, right? The mistake we made, and we all pay the price. But it seems like he took it kind of like, okay, guys, we're gonna show the world that we can do it. We can do it. He put everything in the past, and that's the type of leader you need. And he's been amazing for us.
I stand on this, and I'm glad you talked about it. When I talk about leaders of men, your name is always first to come up.
Thank
I always say Alex, AJ, Carlos, some of the most brilliant baseball minds I've been around. So you talk about adding a leader like Alex. You talk about Chapman. You guys have a ton of young talent, right? And ability. How has that been the pairing, right? Because you need both. You need a little bit of youth with a little bit of veteran leadership. Now, how much more comfortable you feel when you put those together? And is there a sense of urgency going into this year? Because it seems like a lot of focus when I'm watching guys walk around, a lot of intent.
Yeah. In the first meeting, as you guys know, the managers always, it's World Series or bust, like rah. This one was more like, hey, we have to be precise, we have to be on point, we have to be correct, and the margins of the game, right? Like everybody's gonna pitch, everybody's gonna play defense, everybody's gonna hit, but the little things, you have to catch the baseball, you have to run the bases well, you have to guys move over late in games. You got to throw strikes. What happens when you throw strikes, right? So it's been on point. I love teams, and you guys know how it is. Chemistry and all that. But it's cool when they stay in the clubhouse and they talk baseball, and then it's been a point of emphasis from the veterans, and then the young guys. Man, it's a mix of super talent and old school baseball. We talk about the three guys, Campbell, Anthony, and Marcelo. Took them out to dinner early, and we were talking, and they were like, hey, Barry Bonds, talk to me about him, Robbie Alomar, what was that all about?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? You really want to talk about those guys? Like it was refreshing for me. And I never seen a group so young that everybody gravitates towards them. Usually they follow the veterans. It's the other way around. Obviously they probably have a few stories, right? Yeah. They're young, and but it's been refreshing to talk baseball again, to concentrate on the things that are gonna make us better, and the goal here is to play meaningful games in September and see what happens.
Yeah, and I got two. I want to stay there because I got two for you. One, because a lot of guys have been Marcelo, you got a lot of these big prospects. But I've talked to a few guys who come through here, and they continue to say, Campbell, man, it's something about him. It's something
physical.
Different.
He's physical.
I even heard somebody say, a little Hunter Pence-ish. It's like maybe a little quirky, but the pop, this hand speed, the actions are all there.
Yeah.
Who's the most ready of those three? I know they still got some time.
Oof.
I'm asking, like, is there a guy, or is there a guy that you like, he's close? I know it's hard in spring training.
They
right?
all close.
Yeah.
They all close. They all close. They are in a different way. You see Marcelo, and he's been the one that people kind of forget about it, right? Because he's been hurt. But you see him play. He loves playing defense, which I love. You know, like he talks playing defense, and then the swing is smooth. You know, he can drive the ball to left center. He's a great base runner. Yesterday in New York, third ball got to second, third ball got to third, sac fly, we score. You know, so
I know you love that.
Throwback. Yeah, I love it. And then Campbell, it's just physical. Yeah. You know, he's 23. And I had Sander here from 18 till 21, 22, right? 22. And Xander is physical. Yeah. He's a strong kid. And this guy, he's as physical as Xander Bogaerts. Yeah. The swing, you know, 100 pins, whatever you it's different. It's different. But he drives the ball. He's a good athlete. He can play in the outfield. He can play second. And then Roman, that's, you know, he's 28, but he acts like, you know, the way he acts, it's like a 30-year-old man. The conversations, yes, sir, no, sir, thank you, you're welcome, you know, very polite. The other day, he hit a homer in Jupiter, 114 off the bat, right? And everybody was like, wow. Later in the game, infield back, we were up by 6, minute third, less than 2 outs, pitch down in zone, and hit a ground ball. Boom. Goes to the dugout. He's like, I'll do that all day. All day. I was like, oh, yes, sir. Yeah, he gets That's what we need. You know, like probably another kid was going to try to impress me. Let me hit another one, 114. He's like, no, he's down in zone. I hit a ground ball, get my stake. So they're very mature. They want to win. They've been following the right guys too. You know, the first day Alex was in the clubhouse for lunch in the caf. They spent 1 hour together just talking, you know, and they've been great so far. And I cannot guarantee you when. I cannot guarantee you who will be first, but I can actually tell you that they're going to contribute. They're going to help us win ball games.
That's big.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video. Kratz, what time is it?
Time to stop overpaying for wireless with these bogus fees and, quote, free perks that actually cost more in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
What he's saying is it's time to switch to Mint Mobile with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. Just check it out. See how much you can cut off your cell phone bill. Go to mintmobile.com/territory.
No unexpected overages on those bills. You get all the bells and whistles too. And I love that all plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And you bring over your current phone number when you switch. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/territory. That's mintmobile.com/TERRITORY. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month, 5 GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. And now back to the video.
All right, you can't tell who you're going to call up first, but who sent the first text when you signed Alex Bregman? Because I know there was a bunch of texts flying around, and Breggy just was on here and said his other choice, he really thought he was going to Detroit. So did you send a text to AJ Hinch, or did AJ send you a hawk text, you coming in hawking it, just taking that man?
I didn't take that man, bro. Actually, so that Wednesday, a lot of things changed. It happened very fast. I was having dinner with some of the players, and I was getting calls from ownership and from the front office. I got home at 9, went to bed at 9:30, and at 10:20 something, my daughter Camila, she just turned 22. She graduates from BC in May. She drops the "Let's freaking go," and I swear to God, I was like, I hope this text is for me. You know? And when I look, I have 10 missed calls. Breslow, Mr. Henry, Sam Kennedy, Alex Bregman, John Henry, Breslow again. I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I look, and he calls me right away. Alex does. And he's like, I signed with the freaking Red Sox. I'm like, what? Because I gave up, you know, and he's like, yeah, I signed with the freaking Red Sox, and he showed me Knox with the hat of the Red Sox. Then he tells me that Reagan is going to go to Harvard. I'm like, man, you guys played this well. You guys did a good job. But happy for the organization. I know the kid. I know the player. Um, like I told Bress the other day, I said, man, 3 years, right? He's like, oof, man, like this guy has changed his, like very happy. The other Cora was a little bit upset.
Yeah,
Joey Cora was a little bit.
We
upset.
heard in Tigers camp. We already got the scoop.
Yeah,
They were a little tight about that.
He's a good player. And they're in a good place. They have a good team. We're playing them today. What they did last year was amazing. They probably have the best pitcher in baseball, and they will pitch. So of course, everybody was behind trying to get Alex. It just happened that we were lucky. I think him and Scott did an amazing job throughout the off season, but I truly believe he wanted to come here.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. There's something about that kid, that Fenway Park and our fan base, the way they go, right?
Absolutely.
It seems like perfect, right?
Absolutely. He gets pushed behind that type of atmosphere. I think that
he fakes it, bro.
Yeah.
He makes whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
the number 2, because he was the second pick. Use that, right?
Yeah.
Like, even today, like, I want to play against Tigers. Like, bro, chill, man, chill. You're gonna be okay.
He's like a pit bull. He's always just looking. He's just going around looking like somebody wants to bite somebody. Like he's just like, we don't have to bite anybody. Did you when you went out to eat with the players that night? Did you tell them the cause, like, hey guys, there might be something cooking, or did you keep it all to yourself?
No. They knew. There were 2 big rumors out there, right? One of them was a trade, right? And the other one was Alex. And I think everybody in camp knew about the situation. But at one point, I remember, I was like, nah, you know how I knew they were behind him. So Joey tells me everything. My brother tells me everything, and oh no, Bregman is gonna be too much, too many years, this and that. And then for 2 weeks, he didn't mention Alex at all. And like, this freaking guy thinks that I don't know him, like there's something going on here. So I stay quiet too. I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna play that game. I'll stay quiet. I stay quiet.
Okay. Did you have a cigar with Mr. Henry, or no? Because you saw the famous picture.
No, but that was show. That was show, man. Like,
that was big league, right?
Yeah, it's amazing how people portrayed FSG, Fenway Sports Group. They're successful, man. They're really good. We have won 4 in the last 20 years. Overseas. Although last week was a little bit tough, with the Champions League and the Carabao Cup, but it seems like they're gonna win the Premier League. Liverpool. By the way, you guys should go over there. Anfield is amazing. I went there in November. Got to see Manchester City against the Reds and Real Madrid on a Champions League Wednesday. Bro, amazing show. But he's successful, man. And when I saw the picture, I was like, yeah, do it. Like, hell yeah. This guy, he cares about the Red Sox. They love Fenway. They love the area. And they promise we're going to be aggressive. And I think they came through.
This may be something you may or may not know, because we're getting towards the end of spring. When I look at this team, I talk about being able to tilt the field. You've got everything. You've got guys with pop. You've got guys with speed. What's this team's identity? Or is it, like we said, getting that old school mentality, doing what you need to do to manufacture a run, right? You take the homers when you get them, but, like, is it too early to say what the identity is right now?
It is too early. We still have to pitch and play good defense.
Right.
We have to do that. I think you got the 3 areas that we talk about in the game. If you don't play defense, you don't pitch, you're going to be in trouble. So we have to do that. I think the defense is going to be okay. But since Rafi came back last week, or this past weekend, Duran, Rafi, Alex, Casas, it feels like we're going to score right away, or we're going to put pressure on the pitcher right away. And 4 different at-bats. Actually, no. Bregman and Casas, they're very similar. They don't chase. We're going to let the big boy do his thing.
Yeah.
Go hit 40, bro.
Yeah.
Go hit 40. And then Jaron, He's gonna do the things.
Sets the tone,
it's amazing.
doesn't he?
It's amazing.
The way he plays a game.
Yeah,
I watched the other day. He had a pop up and he was on second base. Like
you
manager,
you actually tried like slow down.
Right?
No, you can't do it.
But as a manager, when he sets that tone, like how much easier is it for you to go, hey, if he's doing it,
everybody has to do it.
Yeah.
You know? And he last year was amazing, impacting the baseball, playing every day, playing great defense. He went from a below average defender to one of the best in the big leagues, you know, and that means a lot, you know. And he's another guy like Alex, you know, looking for whatever, you know.
Whatever.
Yeah. A butterfly goes by. Oh, okay, I'll show you, you know, like come on.
Green,
bro.
blue, and red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The sun is out. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I think, honestly, if I have to pick something that we're gonna do, I do believe we're gonna score early.
Yeah.
We will score early.
It's huge too.
Oh,
huge.
Amazing.
You're communicative better than most managers out there because your ability to, reach different players. You had different aspects of your career. You're bilingual. So much has been talked about the conversation or lack of conversations with Rafi. Can you give us insight as players what those conversations that you actually had leading up to these signings and in spring training with him?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be honest. I know people are criticizing the timing, but I mean, you got to be very careful too with what you say, because then if it doesn't happen, how people are going to take it, right? And talking to him, I got here February 5th because he was here 3 weeks early, you know, and there was a reason I came here, and it was to see the kids and obviously be around him. And I was very honest, you know, there's a lot of things going on. This might happen, you know, but then obviously the conversations about the position, all that stuff, you know, it has happened throughout camp. And, you know, that bench over there, Cam, that's real, man. That bench over there, they're going to put the mic on in front of you. And like I always said, you be as transparent as you want, you know. And he was very honest this year. He was very honest last year, right? Like he said that us as an organization, we have to do better, right? Like we have to go get the big boys. And they came true, you know. And the whole situation about the third base DH, we'll take care of that. He's playing, he's smiling, which is the most important thing. And as you guys know, and we played, our jobs is to play. Our job, you know, is not to agree with everything that goes either, you know. Like there's certain things that you're not going to agree, but you know what? We're going to show up the next day. We have to play. And he's doing that. He's put himself in a great position. He hit a missile the other day off the wall, and he'll do the job, you know. And I think he really likes what we did as an organization to add talent to that clubhouse. And you know, like I always said, man, it's like families, right? Like you don't always agree with the wife, you know. But you know what? At the end, we stay together. We'll do it together. And you know, the Red Sox are in a good place, you know. And I know people have their opinions, and you know, for X or Y reason, you know, they like what we did. They don't like what we're doing, but it is what it is, man. We got to show up the next day and keep working.
Yeah, sometimes you, sometimes me, but always us, right?
Yeah. That's 100%.
That's great. Alex, thank you for the insight. Awesome to see you. We're looking forward to having you on here for the first time. Enjoy the last week here, and then we'll see you for the real games, all right?
You guys ain't coming to Mexico with us?
Hey, quality control coaches, you need me.
I wish. Cam, you figure out a way to get on some of these trips. I know you can do it.
Hey, quality control coach. He knows I'm good vibes. He knows.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.